these games. I don't wanna go, cause your love is what I want, babe. You know that I wanna stay this way forever.
Whoever said that being an independent girl and like moving out of your parents' house and living on your own and like being so independent is fun, let me just warn you. I used to be the type of girl when I got my paycheck, I'd be like, oh my God, it's going towards my hair, it's going towards my makeup, it's going towards my clothes. Bitch, you know what I'd spend that shit on now? My rent, my phone bill, my car bill. The other day, my car broke down and I literally had no one to call. I have to think of food to cook myself every single night for dinner. When I get sick, I can't just cry to my mom and have her make me make soup. I have to freaking pick up the phone and call the doctor and make my own appointment. Do you know how scary it is to make your own doctor's appointment? Word of advice, live with your parents and freeload off them for as long as you can. Or get a man to pay for literally everything, because, honey, this independent bad bitch shit is not as fun as it seems. Trust me.
I just paid 3 bills just now with my own debit card. Like the independent black woman I don't want to be. Don't ask me for a fuck thing.
I think that we do an awful lot of lying to women in our society. And I think that's a better answer to your question, because I think the data indicates this too, that
what kind of lies do you mean, Jordan?
That career is the most important thing in life and is most likely to be the case that way for men and for women. I think we lie to 18 to 19-year-old women nonstop, especially in universities and educational institutions.
That's a minute, by the way, sorry.
By telling them that career is going to be the fundamental purpose, give the fundamental purpose to their life. And for most people, that's simply not the case, nor should it be.
The modern era promised women unparalleled independence, but did it also hand them unparalleled loneliness? Welcome back to the Relationship Report. We're diving deep into a bubbling sentiment among modern women. Did the promise of total independence oversell and underdeliver?
Was trying to be an independent woman, so I was cleaning the kitchen in my apartment, and I'm cleaning the fridge, and I see that there's still like wrapping paper on it, and so I'm pulling off the wrapping paper, and the door swung open and hit me in the forehead, and now I have a third eyeball or a little human growing out of my forehead.
What I'm saying is that if she is independent and she pays her own bills and she takes care of herself and she can cook and she is doing her own damn laundry and she is looking good and staying hydrated and being her very best self, she is one step away from having a literal nervous breakdown.
For ages, the narrative has been clear. Women can and should do everything men can do.
What?
Can you put a woman with Mike Tyson in a boxing ring?
Yes, yes,
And how will that woman do against Mike Tyson?
Yeah, they could do that. She doesn't.
Feminism is a mean-spirited, small-minded, and oppressive philosophy that can poison relations between the sexes. Relations which, for most of us, provide some of life's deepest pleasures and consolations. Feminism has attempted to bully us all into accepting an obvious lie. The lie that men and women have the same powers, talents, proclivities, and desires, and that consequently, any discrepancy in their professional paths is due to bigotry and must be corrected by force of culture and law. By shoving that lie down our throats, feminism has made both men and women less happy and less free.
The feminist movement sparked a revolution. It rightfully championed equal opportunities, but did it inadvertently set up some women for isolation?
So now as a woman, now we have to be the provider. We have to take care of the kids because that man just for some odd reason.
Yes. What if he came along, but he was too nice? He had glasses. He was awkward when he spoke. Maybe he wasn't the most attractive guy ever, but he came along and he could have been a good boyfriend and her husband long term.
To your point.
That's my point. That's what feminism has done. And going back with what you were saying, the reason why is because feminism has basically lied to women over multiple decades, telling them to chase a career, make money, be sexually empowered, and you know there will be happiness at the end of it. And what we come to realize now is that as feminism has gotten stronger, women are taking more antidepressants than ever. More women are reporting less happiness, and it's a lie. And the problem is this: women don't realize that it's a lie until it's too late.
So okay, look, I have a kid. I used to be like that until I had my kid. Now that I have my kid, like I might be this, oh, I'm a boss bitch, but deep down in my heart, I would do absolutely anything to be at home and be like always with my child.
There you go.
But unfortunately,
and have a man protecting you. Stop acting like, stop leaving out the man part.
Right.
Because for you to be home with your child, that means you got a man holding you down,
yeah,
protecting you.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, he's right. And that shit's hard. Like, but unfortunately, since I'm by myself, I gotta hustle, you know?
Yeah.
But I would do anything to have a man like that.
That's what we say.
The heart of the matter isn't about dialing back women's rights or achievements. It's about confronting a possible side effect of the do-it-all-alone narrative.
See these 65-year-old women videos going viral where they say, I walked with the feminist. I bought into the argument of being a feminist. Man was an enemy in my life. I'm 65 years old. I've never been married. I have no kids. I will never be able to experience what it is to be married to a man when I was in my 20s. The concept of feminism stole that away from me. Just because I looked at man as the enemy, and he's not.
It's fascinating. Women have smashed through so many barriers, and yet, for many, something's missing. Is it possible that in our push for total independence, we've left behind some intrinsic desires?
People keep trying to outthink biology. It doesn't work that way, right? There's a reason, women can carry children and men can't. So that instantly allows man to have different goals in terms of the workforce than women, because that means we have to make a decision. Do we have children or continue working in our career or try to juggle both? Men don't have that same pressure, and it's not their fault. They didn't design this. Men weren't like, well, I have an idea. Let's not be able to carry children, only let women be able to do that. And so there's the biological reality of that, and increasingly you see women that go for it in terms of their career because they have the societal pressure, and then it's too late. And then they realize, wow, this job is not making me happy, but my gosh, can I just tell you as a new mom what you feel like when your son smiles at you? Like, when your baby looks up at you, there's no greater feeling of accomplishment. Like there is not, I have accomplished a lot in my life in terms of my career, and I can tell you there is nothing that satisfies me more than just my baby smiling at me. And we're taking that away from women because we're telling them that's the wrong aspirations to have in life.
While women may be able to do everything men can do in the workforce, many find unparalleled joy in motherhood. Could it be that for most women, true happiness stems from the age-old role of raising a family?
Does narcissism, does living for yourself, when it's always about you, is that the road to joy and fulfillment? I wonder.
I wonder why you called me a wise man, Tucker, because I'm actually very stupid. You see, when I was a kid, I thought I was wise. I thought I was very intelligent. I did. And you know why I thought that, Tucker? Because I had a mom who loved me, and she was always, Jesse, you're the smartest, and Jesse, you're the best. And then one day, I'm 18 years old, and I got a 0.0 grade point average in college. I'm not making that up. And I realized, you're not actually smart. Everything you've been told is a lie, Jesse. You're actually quite stupid, and you're going to have to deal with that. That's what you see women like Chelsea Handler, feminists like Chelsea Handler, going with now. They've been lied to by their society forever, that you could be a girl boss and you can do anything a man can do, which everyone who's ever seen a woman back up a vehicle knows that's not true. But either way, they've been told that they should do career and don't do a family or anything like that. And soon you're Chelsea Handler. Soon it's Valentine's Day and your womb resembles a dried up tumbleweed blowing down an old western town. And your Valentine's Day date for the 10th year in a row is a 10-year-old copy of Magic Mike and a half-full bottle of Xanax, and you're trying to pretend like you're happy, but you're not happy. And it's actually not her fault. She's been lied to by a country that has lost its way.
Feminism, for some, has provided merely the illusion of choice and empowerment, with numerous women claiming they actively chose childlessness, only to grapple with regret later in life.
The idea that there are reasons to not want to have children. One reason is an overwhelming self-centered narcissism. That's not the only reason, but it's definitely one reason. And people talk about, the interference with their personal freedom and their desire to pursue their career. And in that, I read something like the absolute inability to ever sacrifice your own narrow self-interest. And I do mean narrow to the, what would you say, concerns and needs of other people. And so, it's interesting to me that it's 5% that don't want children, and that the rate of that kind of self-centered narcissism is about 4 to 5% too. Now, I am not saying that everyone who decides not to have children falls into that category, but I am saying that a fair number of people who don't want children fall into that category. I mean, if you think about it biologically, every single one of your maternal ancestors for 3.5 billion years reproduced successfully. And it might be that you're the exception to that rule, but if you are, you should think long and hard about why. You also might want to think long and hard about why, given that it's likely to have a pretty damn detrimental effect on your life. It's all fine to be fancy, free, and footloose when you're 30 and 35, but it's a lot less amusing when you're 50, and it might be downright dreadful by the time you're, let's say, 65. So,
in the pursuit of empowerment, it's crucial not to overlook personal fulfillment. While seeking balance is essential, women should be cautious of the narratives feminism has been pushing that go against their intrinsic desires, as many find profound joy and satisfaction in raising a family. Thanks for watching. If you found value in today's topic, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the Relationship Report for more thought-provoking content. Until next time.
We were just